Big Lou Barbecue. Now, things I want to do, and those of you who saw my last video know what I'm about to do. I'm about to shuck over 4 dozen oysters. Yeah, more than 4 dozen. He got 100 of them because I came home last Tuesday and there were 50 oysters from Barstable, Massachusetts. These are called Moon Shoals. They're called large oysters. I will have to say, from Louisiana, and these are smaller than the Gulf oysters, but these are the biggest ones I've seen from Island Creek Oysters. And they came on the other day, Thursday, and I had these, all right, and these actually come from Island Creek Oysters, but they're from Maine, and these are called Winnegance, and they are from West Bath, Maine. Is that right? Yeah, West Bath, Maine. All right, and they are a little smaller. They're a little prettier though. I gotta say, they are some pretty oysters. Got this cool hat. Benevolent subscriber gave them to me. If you want to watch the video where I open up the box and talk about it, that's the last video I had on the channel, and I'll have it in the iCard right about there. All right. Also got some of this hot sauce from Island Creek Oysters. This is Sweet Reaper. So I'm gonna eat a few of these raw and try them with a Sweet Reaper. Since I got 100 of them, I can't eat 100 raw. Either my 2 kids, we can't eat 100 raw. Well, I'm gonna be cooking some oyster dressing and some oyster stew in my next couple videos with these as well. So let's get to shucking. All right, here we go. I got these 2 are the Moon Shoals. They look like that right there. These 2 are the Winnegance kind. You can see they're a little bit smaller. Of course, that's just a smaller oyster. And they are certainly prettier than the Gulf oysters I'm used to here in Louisiana. But they are smaller too. But this is getting a good size oyster right there. That's not bad. All right, this was my stepdad's oyster shucking equipment. This was my oyster knife, but it's one of the wide ones, which seems to be common and popular down here in the South. He had a wide one too, but he always liked to use this real thin one. I don't see these much anymore. Maybe they're a New England thing, but I've learned to use these thin ones, okay? So you just you tap on them. You wanna make sure they sound solid. You go in through the shell just like this. And I've got a video on how to shuck oysters I've done before. You go in through the shell just like this. You may wanna wear gloves when you do this. A lot of people wear gloves, you know? And before I shuck all 100 of them, I'm probably gonna put on gloves. I've got some oyster shucking gloves. Pop the hinge off. Clear the knife off so you don't get too much sand in there. And then you come around and just cut it around and cut the top off like that. There's a name for that muscle, but you just cut it up from the top shell like that. And you got the bottom shell like that. And then you come in through here like this and release the foot. Just like that, and that one is ready to eat raw. All right, I've got a few shucked now, and if I do it this way, maybe I'll do it like that. Maybe you can see a little better what I was doing. You know, just going through the hinge, and as soon as I do it on camera there, I go too far, don't I? I was getting it right. All right, it's not that hard to do these. Didn't cut the foot off the bottom, and it's ready to eat. Just like that. All right, both my kids have tried one of each. They said that the Moon Shoals one was a little better tasting. They said that the Winnegance had a little more fishy taste and a little saltier. They said they both were good. They said they both tasted like oysters. All right, so here's the Winnegance. I don't have my reading glasses on. Hannah told me to pronounce it as Winnegance. It's Winnegance or Grance. I'll leave it right down there at the bottom. Spell it for you. All right, let's go ahead and eat this one. That one is definitely salty. Briny, if you want to call it that. Very good, though. That'd be good on a cracker. Very, very good. You want them salty, though. I mean, oysters are supposed to be salty. It tastes like oysters. It tastes very good. All right. Now, let's do the Moon Shoal. All right. That was the one that the one you just saw me eat. That was the one that the shell cracked in half, and I did not cut that free enough. All right. By the way, I got some oyster forks around here, but I'm using these, what do you call that? With the fondue forks. I got some oyster forks somewhere, but anyway, I didn't get them out of the cabinet. The fondue forks were easier to get to. All right, so let's go ahead and eat this one. That one's salty too. That one's quite salty too. But it's a little A little different. It doesn't have that fishy taste, that umami taste maybe that the other one had. In other words, a little more cleaner taste to it. I don't know. Had a little piece of grit. I'm sorry, folks. That happens when you're eating raw oysters sometimes, especially when I didn't rinse them off before I shucked them, you know. Anyway, they're really good. Okay, let's go ahead and eat some with the Sweet Reaper hot sauce. And wash my hands real quick before I open that bottle. Well, my apologies to you. I opened the hot sauce and I ate 2 oysters, one of each with the hot sauce. And the first one I was a little scared because I hadn't had the Sweet Reaper yet. I used only about 3 drops. The second one, I poured it in there. I ate both oysters with the hot sauce. Fantastic with this hot sauce. So I already know what it tastes like. I didn't get to show it to you because when I turned the camera back on here on my phone that I do all my videos with, it hooked up to a Bluetooth device in the kids' room, and I didn't have any audio. The audio should have been recorded in there or whatever. So anyway, I'm redoing it. The Bluetooth's off so that we can do with the audio the way it's supposed to be. All right, so this is the Moon Shoal. I kept saying Muscle Shoal because, you know, from the South, Leonard Skinner thing, right? Let me make sure that foot is cut clean. I'm glad I checked it because it didn't look like I'd cut it there. Just pop the top off. All right, there we go. All right, and let's put some of this on there. This is good. It's not too spicy. That Reaper sauce is a little different than Tabasco, but you know what? This is a little spicier than Tabasco, but it's not so spicy that it can't be done. So you can see how much I got on there, all right? Let's go ahead. Like I said, I do have some little oyster forks, but they're in a cabinet over there. I gotta go look for them. I'm using this little fondue fork. I know what to expect though. I wish you'd seen the last one. Not good. I want some more of that. Get that liqueur, that oyster liquor with it. That's good. I don't want to waste that hot sauce. There's more hot sauce in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, let's do the other one, okay? This is the Winnegance. The Winnegance, all right? I did get grit when I put that oyster up to my mouth. All right, let's see. This is the Winnegance. A little more hot sauce. Like I said, a lot of people just do lemon juice, horseradish, and Tabasco. You know, some people just eat them, you know. I'd like to just eat raw oysters, but you know, it's good with just hot sauce. I usually just use Tabasco or Crystal or something. That Sweet Reaper is good. That Sweet Reaper hot sauce is good on these raw oysters. All right, I'm gonna suck the rest of them, and my next few videos are gonna have oyster stew, oyster dressing.